Hello, and welcome back to the Peculiar Place podcast.
This is the segment Two Vees in a Pod, and we're your hostesses. I'm Mandii.
And I'm Jessii. Hello, welcome back. Today we are covering just a bunch of random stuff, honestly, like we always do.
Yeah.
A lot of tangents. But before we get started, I just wanted to remind you guys very briefly, because we've talked about, Patreon and stuff quite a bit the last couple episodes. But our goal is to reach 300 patrons by September 1st if we're going to be continuing another year. I think it's a reasonable goal, and it'll just help us with support to keep going. So right now we are at 50. Which is awesome. I feel like every week we get 5 to 10 more people, which is amazing. And we are endlessly grateful for you guys. So thank you so much. And this month for our peculiar tier, which is our top tier, as always, you get a little postcard note from us. And then the little gift from our store this year are these little pocket gnomes. We'll get a close up on the screen for you. But for any of our listeners, they're these cute, like handcrafted mini gnomes that you can put in your purse, in your pocket. They make me so happy. They're so adorable.
They're like good luck charms.
They are. So that's going to our peculiar tier this month. And thank you to everyone who supports us. Our exclusive episode is going to be maybe a little embarrassing. I don't know. We're going to be exposing our notes app, our notes on our phone.
So we're getting really personal.
Yeah.
Really personal. That I literally just did a new note this morning, and I'm so cringed out that now I'm going to expose myself.
So, and I was just telling Mandii, like, I literally have been using my notes app for like 7 to 10 years now, and I never delete them. So I have like, how you have this like awkward like friendship breakup like
oh
text
my God,
that you write on
it
there.
out. Oh.
Like I'll have like weird thoughts and like wake up at 3 a.m. and like write something down in my notes app. Like my notes app is the most random, weirdest thing ever.
Friend breakup text. I have client fire text.
Yeah, isn't it funny how like you write it in your notes app? Because like I'm afraid I'm gonna accidentally send it.
Never send it. No, never write something serious and like the bubble.
Yeah,
to send.
Use your notes app.
I think everyone does that.
Yeah. I think so. I think it's like a girly thing. Like the girls.
I'm curious to know the date of my oldest note. I think it's the names of my children that I want.
Everyone has that.
But since like high school though, like I wonder how old. I think that will be the oldest one, but I'm wondering the date.
I wonder if men use the notes app? Like if you looked at Luca's, what do you think it would say?
Probably like 3 or 4 in there.
Hamburgers. Like, you think it's just like grocery lists?
No, because I grocery shop.
Maybe his like favorite tools.
My grocery list is on my notes app though.
Yeah, mine too.
I think for him it's probably like passwords. Boring
boring stuff.
Guy stuff.
Well, if you want to see what's in ours, check out our Patreon clip this week. Everything is linked down below. And by the way, from now until September, we're doing 30-minute podcast episodes just for now, and if we're continuing into next year, we'll go back up to an hour. So anything new with you, or should we just jump right into like the random things I have on here?
It's really new, man. I'm just so tired.
I know, I bet.
I'm so tired. My daughter she's up all night.
I saw that you posted on Instagram that she slept until like 8:30 the other day.
Yes, that was like 2 days of that, but like she's up all night though.
Yeah.
Last night she didn't get to sleep until like 3 a.m. And then Luca gets up to work at like 5. So I'm awake when he's awake because he like turns on the lights and he's like flushing toilets and being loud.
And then she wakes up because of that?
She wakes up and, then she's up and it's just like tiring.
When does that stop?
I don't know. Someone tell me, when does it stop? I heard that after 9 months to a year, that's when it starts to get better because there's like teething, there's sleep regressions, there's all kinds of stuff. Right now she's sleeping on her stomach, which is new. She's like been rolling around. When they say when they learn new skills, that puts them in a sleep regression. So like I don't know, everyone's different. I refuse to do the cry out method. I tried the Ferber method one night and I hated every second of it, and I just don't. I mean, to each their own.
Is that like you let them cry for 10 minutes and then 10 minutes more?
Every couple minutes you like go
increase
in
it?
And which is just like a controlled cry out method.
Yeah.
To each their own. And, you know, like, we don't have a big bed. Otherwise, maybe I would, like, co-sleep. But because we don't have a big bed, it's not comfortable, and I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
I'm afraid she's going to roll off the side of the bed, too. So, like, I don't like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's having to get out of bed and, like, go to her, feed her, console her. You know, it's a whole thing.
But your body is an amazing thing, and I think it adapts to this kind of thing.
Does it?
You know? Because if I was doing that, let's say I had to get up all night like you have been, but I didn't have a child, I think I would be in a psych ward.
Yeah, like, you have to do it. You don't really have a choice.
But as a mother, I feel like it's just instinctual. Like, I think your body adapts.
Because sometimes Luca will be like, just let her cry for a bit. But I can't relax when she's crying like that. Like, I go into, like, my body goes into, like, fight or flight mode.
It's your baby.
Truly.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I could just be okay with that and, like, go to sleep. But I'm, like, in fight or flight mode when I hear her crying, and it's awful.
Yeah.
It's really awful. But it's, sleep deprivation is, it's torture.
Yeah. No, I bet.
Like, literally, when you look at, like, torture methods.
That's a method.
That is a method people use for torture is sleep
I believe
deprivation.
It's not forever, though.
She's amazing. I don't want to, like, complain. I love her. I was driving here because I'm like, oh, my God, I'm so tired. But, like, I wouldn't change it. I don't regret it. Like, I literally would take this forever if it meant having her. Truly, she's worth it. So
yeah, of course.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Well,
so that's my life. Just sleep deprivation and up all night.
Yeah. Well, nothing's new with me. Same old, same old.
Okay.
Dogs are my children.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question for you. It's kind of to do with, like, awkward social situations, because I saw this TikTok story online. If someone came up to you, let's say you were at an event and you had met them before and you knew you met them before, but they forgot, and they came up and they said, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Emily." Would you go along with it? Or would you be one of those people who are like, "No, we met before"?
So this happened literally, like, last week. I went to a funeral with Luca.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people there that I've met before, and they...
Yeah.
But I think that maybe I haven't seen them in a few years, and they don't recognize me with copper hair.
True, yeah.
Like, one of them, I literally sat across from them at a wedding. We were there together the whole night.
And they said, "Nice to meet you" at the
and
funeral.
I was like, oh, yeah, like, we know each other. We met. We, like, sat across from each other at the wedding. And, you know, sometimes they're like, oh, yeah. And, like, you think either they definitely remember you and that sparked it, that sparked it, the memory, or they're just going along with it.
Right.
But yeah, usually if I really, really remember them in a time that we, like, interacted, I'll be like, yeah, I remember you. We did this, that, and the other thing.
Because the internet is kind of saying that it's rude to, like, correct them. Like, it's an awkward thing to correct them. To be like, no, you know me.
Okay, well, that way is a little aggressive.
Okay, maybe not like that, but like...
No, you know me, bitch.
Yeah.
No, it's like, oh, yeah, like, we've met before. Like, I sat across from you at so-and-so's wedding.
There was this really awkward encounter that I always remember. You know how, like, you have these embarrassing moments from your life and you, like, look back and, like, you just remember them and cringe? I was having a jewelry show. I used to make, like, jewelry, and I would have, like, family and friends over, and I would, like, put all the jewelry out on, like, tables and stuff at mom's house, and, like, I would sell them to, like, friends and family. Sometimes, like, friends of friends would invite other friends, like, that I didn't really know too well. And so this girl, and I think her name was Chelsea, and her mom, she went to, like, your theater or something. No one's gonna know just by saying her name's Chelsea, by the way. There's a million Chelseas in this world. But anyway, you guys used to go to theater together or something.
Oh,
and so they came over, and I recognized Chelsea, but I didn't really see her mom really ever. And, like, her mom and I, we never really spoke or anything. So, like, I didn't realize they had come together. And so, like, the mom is, like, walking around, and I'm like, "Oh, hi, like, it's so nice to meet you. Like, I'm Jessii, like, thanks for coming to my show." And she literally looks at me, does not smile, and goes, "You know who I am. We've met a million times."
Did she think that I was you?
I don't know.
That might be it.
But I honestly didn't even know who she was. And she was like, "We've met like 3 or 4 times. You know who I am." And it was like the most, she didn't say it in like a joking, like, "Oh, haha, no, you've met me, sweetie." Like, it was like she was annoyed that she had come all that way and I didn't recognize her. And I remember I felt like I don't know. I just went pale. I was
I
so
think
embarrassed.
that she must have thought that you were me.
Maybe.
Because then it would have been crazy because we've gone for dinners together with mom and like we went to New York together with mom but
I was there
it
too.
Would have been super weird if like she thought that you were me.
But maybe I should have known because I do know that I had seen, now that I think about it, I know I've been around, but like, you know how you don't really, like, I don't really pay attention to moms of moms or whatever, like friends, you know what I mean? Friends, moms, whatever. Okay, so I don't correct and you would correct.
If I really thoroughly remember that person, yeah. In a nice, passive, kind, friendly way.
Okay, I guess if you're like respectful and don't make them feel super like weird about it.
No.
I've like had to do this thing where at like meet and greets, and listen, I love all of you guys, and sometimes, and a lot of the time, I remember repeat people who come to my meet and greets, but now I have to say, instead of like nice to meet you, I'll just have to say like hi, how are you, because I feel so bad when sometimes kids go like, oh, I saw you 3 years ago, like, remember?
Yeah,
like,
but just like you see a million kids.
That's what I mean, but I don't want anyone to feel.
I don't think anyone's trying to expect you to remember every single kid that
they'll
comes to
say
your
it
meet and greet.
And the parents,
that's fine.
Sometimes the parents would be like, no, don't you remember like 4 years ago at your Brampton meet and greet we came, and I'm like,
that's silly.
I'm so sorry.
No one should expect that.
Well, especially because like kids also grow so quickly. So you're telling me 4 years ago your kid does not look the same as they did.
That, and they always, like, kids go through phases too. Like they change how they look and whatever.
Did you hear that Will Ferrell, which is like one of our favorite people, he's trying to become the sexiest man alive this year? You know how like,
oh my god, I love him and I love that for him. I would vote for it. I don't think he's the sexiest man alive by any means. I think he looks, well, I'm not gonna go there. I just to be honest, I'd vote for him because like, go King. I love him.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure he's so unserious.
Yeah,
like,
so unserious.
He's been going on to talk shows to promote himself to be this, and he has a serious face in the way he talks about it, but like, I know he's kidding.
If Paul Rudd can be the sexiest man alive.
That's what he said. He literally was like, well, Paul Rudd was one the other year,
and
so
that
I can
doesn't
be
make
one.
any sense. Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I'm not a Paul Rudd girly. I'm really not. Wasn't he Ant-Man?
Ew.
And like something about that. That's
sorry.
not.
People are so angry.
That's
you know,
like the
when they hear
least
this podcast.
Sexy superhero. Like, what are you?
Ant-Man?
I'm Ant-Man. I get small. Like, don't you want guys to get big?
Ew.
Anyway, so like, I vote for Will Ferrell. I think that's so cute. I love it.
I'd vote for him.
I would too.
I don't believe it, but I would vote for him because I'm supportive.
But here's a hot take. I think he was good looking during Elf. I think he had a charm. I don't think he was hot or sexy at all, but I think he had like a cute little charm. You don't think? Not at all?
No, babe.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a hot take.
Okay.
It's a hot take.
Okay.
What about his dad?
Who's dad?
The dad who works in the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
You think he's cute?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. We're on different levels here. What about Santa?
I don't think he's hot. I just think...
Do you think Santa's hot?
No. I don't. I think the Netflix Santa Claus is hot, though.
What's the Netflix Santa?
He's like, I forget what it's called, but he's like that rock and roll Santa Claus with like the really nice beard and stash.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So this is kind of a creepy thing that's been happening. People are selling celebrities' hair.
Ew.
So either like if a celebrity goes to like a hair salon,
Ew.
their stylist will keep the hair that goes on the floor.
That's gotta be illegal.
Is it though?
It's gotta be,
because
babe.
you're going into their
That's your
establishment.
DNA.
Yeah, but okay, so you've been to like all kinds of.
Have you heard? And I love this.
Okay,
I love this. Don't with your hairstylists because they have all of your hair and they can put your hair at any crime scene, anywhere that there's like been like a murder or something or a robbery or something. Like they can plant your hair as DNA for people to find and think that it's you.
Okay, you're way too excited about that.
I'm just saying, don't with your hairstylists.
You're a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Do you keep hair?
No.
Would you?
It's just funny.
Okay.
No, I would never do that.
It's all hypothetical.
I would never do that, but I just think it's funny. Like, don't with us.
Yeah.
We have your DNA.
Wow, I'm scared now.
We can clone you. We can plant evidence anywhere we want.
I never thought of that, honestly,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right. Anyways, though, these
I would never do that, guys.
these people are selling celebrities' locks of hair
That's crazy.
in like a what are those like keepsake box?
Gotta get consent for that.
for $100,000.
They must have consent.
But like honestly, I don't know. Like I'm wondering if you go to a hair salon and you are consenting to have your hair cut off, you don't know where it goes. Is it really illegal if they kept it? I don't know.
Yes, Jess. If you have a hairstylist and you go for a haircut and the next day they're like, Jessii Vee's hair for $100 million. Come now.
But
like,
I can't prove it's my hair.
You just went there for a cut.
Right, but like,
Girl,
I don't know.
I would know your hair on the floor. I know your hair. I'm the one who cuts it.
Let's say someone
Jess,
who
it's
comes
gotta
into
be
your hair
illegal.
salon.
It's gotta be
Okay.
illegal.
Cillian Murphy comes to get his hair done. Back in the
I'm not
Peaky
keeping
Blinders day.
anybody's hair ever, Jess.
If you cut his hair, you wouldn't
It's
keep-
hair.
Dude, I need to give
keep
you a better
his
option
hair?
then. Who do you love? Who's a
I
male
wouldn't
celebrity?
keep anyone's hair. That's so creepy and weird. That's stalker, sociopath, psycho shit.
I wouldn't sell it. I would put a tiny piece in a baggie and I would put like the celebrity and I would just...
That is so f***ed up.
Is it?
Yeah, beyond.
Like Beyonce? If you did Beyonce's hair, you wouldn't keep this much of a thing in a baggie.
No. That shows you that I'm a professional and you're not.
But maybe if you weren't a hairstylist, you would be on my side. I think because you are a professional and you know what's right and wrong in your field,
I don't think I'd keep
this is such a
anybody's hair.
weird conversation to you. But maybe if you weren't,
I don't idolize anybody that much.
I don't think it's-
Celebrities are people.
I think it's more of like...
I would
so
keep
you-
Jesus's hair. If I cut Jesus's hair, I'd keep his hair. Like that shit's holy.
It's holy.
Yeah, that's the only hair I would keep. Jesus's hair is the only hair that I would keep.
Oh, we need to move on. Okay, I wrote down Justin Timberlake is arrested for drunk driving. I don't think that's that surprising.
No.
Celebrities like do these things
Also,
and then
whatever.
they're fine, right?
Yeah,
But like he looks like our uncle.
he does.
Like that, the mugshot I sent
but he's
you.
always looked like Uncle Jay.
No, I've never seen it. I've heard you guys say it.
Really?
It wasn't until the mugshot.
Always seen it since we were kids.
This is our mom's brother, by the way.
Yeah,
he
Uncle
looks
Jay.
identical, but in my opinion, now to Justin Timberlake.
No, always and forever.
I just feel like they're aging so similarly. Like their wrinkles, their nose.
Oh my god, it's the nose.
But the face
It's the
shape.
head shape, the nose, and the eyes.
So the whole thing.
The whole thing.
His mouth,
It's
his
gonna
eyes.
be May.
Oh, have you been on TikTok and seen those really creepy trend going around where a time traveler interrupts a popular Vine?
No.
So you used to be on Vine, right?
Yes.
So like, let's say the top 50 most famous Vines, like you could probably like recite them to me if I showed you them.
Mm-hmm.
They're now on TikTok and AI, it's this new trend with AI where this creepy like man in a suit, a black suit, runs into frame right before they say their iconic line, grab them and like runs out of frame. And it's so creepy because they're doing like their normal Vine and then this creepy music comes on and like this time traveler comes and grabs. I'll have to send you some.
That's cool.
It's creepy. Like I saw one that was like, you know, the one that's like, I don't get no sleep because of y'all knuckle kids. And like she gets picked up and taken away in the middle of it. And it's creepy because this creepy music comes on and this guy in a suit just grabs them. Like it's so weird. Like AI
And it
is
looks
like
real?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, kind of.
AI is creepy. Do you find that AI has the same sort of weird like vibe about it? No matter what kind of AI it is, no matter where you see it, it's all kind of like
Well, it's uncanny
moving
valley.
in the same way.
Yeah. It's
Have you
almost-
noticed that AI's there's never like a stillness?
No, it's
to
like
it?
a waviness.
Yeah, it's like always like moving and changing.
Yeah. It's like you're looking at like a mirage or like looking through a campfire at something. So weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Do you like the smell of a campfire?
Yep. I don't like the smell of it on clothes after.
I do.
No,
I
I
do.
think it smells dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah,
No, it
you
still
need to
smells
wash-
like the
you need
campfire.
to wash your clothes and
Really?
have a shower.
So you don't love it as much as I do. I literally got a sample of this perfume that's called Fireplace.
Oh no! See, if it's like on your clothes, no.
And it smells just like a campfire.
No, it's like if you were to smoke a cigarette. I find that cigarettes smell good.
No,
if
they
somebody's
don't.
No, if somebody's smoking it actively. I
No.
always, ever since I was a kid, I thought it smelled good. But if I go into somebody's house, or if they come in from smoking a cigarette and I smell it on their clothes, I smell it on their breath, or I smell it in their house, on their furniture, on their blankets, on their chairs. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But if you light up a cigarette outside, I think it smells good in the moment, but then it's the aftermath of it that's terrible. So I feel the same way about fire. Like, I love the smell of fire, but then afterwards when you go inside and you smell like fire.
Oh. See, I'll like keep the sweater I wore at that campfire for like 3 days just so I can smell the campfire still.
No, because you know what it is? It's smoke in your clothes.
I know, but
I don't like that. I find it's like, okay, so my clothes are dirty.
Oh.
There's smoke in my clothes.
You know what smell I'm obsessed with? The smell of Scotch tape. Do you ever, like, when you're wrapping gifts, do you ever smell the tape roll?
It's whatever.
No, it's so good.
Nothing will ever
I am
be
addicted.
gasoline, though.
It's kind of like glue, you know, like craft glue, like that white Elmer's glue. It smells so good. Don't go sniffing weird things, by the way. It's
Especially
just like
glue.
in passing. Yeah.
Don't sniff glue.
No, but I mean like the non-toxic, like white Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
I don't mean, I know there's like weird, like people use it for drugs, like not Elmer's glue, but like other kinds
They
or
sniff
whatever.
glue.
But I mean like the kids' glue. Anyway, interesting smells. Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna do crafts with Ophi?
Yes.
Like, will you like have crafts set up like
Oh my
like Nana
gosh.
did?
Yeah, if she comes over for a sleepover,
You're gonna plan.
yes, I will like get all the table ready with crafts.
just
I'll
like
like
Nana's
it's gonna
house.
be. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Like, you're really gonna like vibe when she's like older.
I
Then you
vibe
just
now.
drop her off. I know you do. No, I know you do.
But I know I'm not like I don't have like that motherly instinct.
well, there's such a difference between like baby phase and those who like get on with baby phase, and then
Yeah.
like toddler, young child phase, where baby people don't. You know what I mean? And like, there's baby people and then there's toddler people, and
I'm both. I really think
yeah,
I'm
no,
both.
I think you thrive.
But I think I could teach art.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be really excited to show her movies,
Yeah.
to have food with her, like have snacks with her, have crafts with her, draw with her. Like, I think you're gonna really get on with a little girl.
Mandii, when she starts to understand English,
Like, what would you do with a boy? Like, seriously, what would you do?
I would have to play sports or something. I don't know. Mandii, when she begins to comprehend English, I need to be there for every movie that you are
Yeah,
showing
I
her
know.
from stuff that you and I love,
I
like
know.
Return to Oz and like all that shit.
Freaky
You know what I
Friday.
mean? Like, yes. Well, that's gonna be a little older. But,
I
like,
know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she's getting, like, she's getting every phase. There's like something to introduce.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this next thing, Mandii. I cried when I heard about this, and I sent you the videos. You didn't even react. Sir Ian McKellen.
No, because I couldn't watch the videos. I knew that it would upset me.
Listen, we got.
I know that he fell. All I needed to know was that he was okay and he survived. Because watching anything with information and detail about
No,
that,
I'm
what
going to need to
happened-
tell you. Listen to this, okay? Sir Ian McKellen, who, for those of you who don't know, he
Sir.
plays. He's actually Sir. He's knighted. The Queen knighted him.
I love him.
Sir Ian McKellen, he plays Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. He's done a million other movies. He's been in
He's
X-Men
awesome.
and all kinds of stuff. He loves musical theater and just theater in general. And so he does theater performances all the time, like every single year, okay? He's amazing. He was doing a performance. I don't know where he was in the world, but he was doing a performance. And there was a scene where he was kind of fighting with someone on stage, and he tripped over a stage prop. And he fell backwards off the edge of the stage, and it was like a 10 to 12 foot drop. Like, it was pretty far. And he's 90, okay? He's an old man. He fell, and everyone was saying it was the most blood-curdling, murderous scream. Like, it was awful. It rang through the theater.
Okay.
And then he kept screaming, my arms, I can't move my arms.
Oh my God,
and so they had to evacuate the theater, and everyone who was watching was crying because people adore him. He's such a beloved
He is.
person and like actor. And so everyone was upset, and he was rushed to hospital, and like obviously like he's stable. He's really hurt. He's in a lot of pain.
This whole thing is really upsetting me.
Yeah, like I just can't, like, honestly, I will mourn for real. Like, these people that I adore, like him,
Julie Andrews.
Who's the guy who plays Han Solo? Why can't I remember his name right now? Oh my gosh.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh no, Ty's gonna kill me. He's gonna be editing this. He's gonna be like, it's this. I can't remember. But, like, those, like, actors who we grew up with, I can't even think about it. I'm so upset. Eyebrow blindness. Have you heard about this new conversation happening on the internet? It's that a lot of people, when you do your eyebrow makeup, you don't realize that it doesn't look good because there's this thing in your brain that, like, it's hard for you to tell, like, what you're doing to your face.
Is that what Amanda Bynes is going through?
Probably. Amanda Bynes is a perfect example.
The eyebrows. It's
thick,
really bad.
Thick, like, she's tripled her thickness of her eyebrow
really
with makeup, with black makeup. Yeah. Do I have eyebrow blindness?
No.
I don't think you do either.
What do you mean you don't think I do?
No,
you
like,
think I
don't. No, you don't. You don't.
I'm really insecure. You know what's weird is I was doing my eyebrows today and I was thinking, like, girl, like, I need to get my eyebrows done.
No, I do too. But sometimes, and I think it's because Ty, like, whenever I do my makeup and I do my eyebrows first, but I don't do anything else, like, he always is like, wow, you always, like, go crazy with your eyebrows. So I always feel like maybe I have eyebrow blindness. But the thing is, I have black hair, so I make my eyebrows black.
I think your eyebrows are fine.
Are they too thick?
They're bushy, but I feel like that's in. I think I'd rather have big bushy eyebrows than, like, thin
Thin is
skinny.
coming back, like 90s thin.
I don't care. I don't like that.
No.
Your eyes look green today. Maybe it's your shirt.
Maybe.
Bringing the green out.
My eyes are kind of green-blue anyway.
But they look green. Interesting.
Your eyes look more green with your
I know, that's why.
hair.
That's why I got it done, girl.
Did you hear that Tim Hortons is putting on a musical? Like,
Why?
it's called The Last Timbit. I have, like, some creator friends who were invited to the like, rehearsal day, and so all these, like, influencers got to sit and watch them rehearse before their actual performance. And it's like they got, like, legit theater people, and they have, like, all these songs and, like, choreography.
They can afford it.
The Last Timbit.
Mm-hmm. They can afford it. They brought back their retro donuts recently, and I've always been a fan of the Dutchie donut, and I wish that they would just keep it on the menu.
What's a Dutchie donut?
You wouldn't like it. It's like raisins.
Ew. You like raisins?
You know I like raisins.
They should be illegal.
Oh my god.
Okay, and lastly, I want to mention, I don't know if you, like, watch Trisha Paytas or keep up with her.
Yeah, a little.
I like her in her phase now. Before she drove me nuts.
Yeah, she's calming down a little bit as
but
a mom.
She had Tana Mojo on her podcast, and she revealed what her next baby names would be. And she's basing them off of movies that she loves.
She's having more after Elvis?
She doesn't know, but she says if she does, she has a boy's name and a girl's name. She thinks she might have one more.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because she's had C-section, so I think you can only have one more. She's had two.
She's had C-sections?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brutal.
So, the boy's name, Scorpio King. You know the movie Scorpion King?
Yeah.
It's a really bad movie.
It is bad.
It did really awfully. I think Dad actually brought us to watch that movie in theaters. And it was really bad. It's like The Rock, right?
Yeah, The Rock.
So, Scorpio King, because she wants to try and have her baby be born in November.
That's cool. Scorpio King. Who are you dating? Scorpio King.
I mean, Scorpio's kind of a cool guy's name.
I think it is too.
I don't like King, but Scorpio's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't mind Scorpio. I think that's cool.
But I think the
sounds
full
Italian.
name is Scorpio King.
Okay.
Bit much.
There's worse.
Yeah.
There's worse.
This next one. Aquamarine.
Aquamarine?
Yeah, like the movie, like the mermaid movie that we used to watch.
I think that's cute. I'm into unique names these days. Like, I know somebody that... Oh, I think you sent this to me, actually.
What?
But I follow her. Francesca from Netflix. She's having twins, and she wanted to name them afternoon and evening. Like, I think it's cute.
I think evening...
I would never do it. I would never name my kids any of these, but, like, there's worse.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's better than, like, George.
Yeah, like, listen, no one's naming their kid Henry anymore, okay?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
If there's a Henry watching this, sorry.
Yeah.
I always want to say, like, default, I want to say Bill, but I know that
That's my father-in-law's name.
Ty's dad's name is Bill. But you can't deny it's, like, a basic name.
His actual name's William.
So why does he go by Bill?
And isn't William a nice name?
It's beautiful.
I think everyone just calls him Bill. It's just a nickname, so now he's just Bill.
Okay. But I always want to say Bill, but then it's, like, when I think of, like, a basic name.
Listen, people say that for Jessica.
Bill and Beth actually sound really nice together.
Bill and Beth, yeah.
Like, Bill and Beth, there's, like, a ring to it.
Yeah, they sound like a couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
William and Beth, not so much.
But her name's Elizabeth. So maybe if it was William and Elizabeth, it sounds more like royalty.
It is. It is royalty. William and Elizabeth.
That's so true.
Wow. So their real names go well together too.
Right.
Bill and Beth.
So either way.
Either way. Match made in heaven right there.
Anyways, guys, we're going to close off this first podcast. When you see us next, we'll still be in the same outfit because we're filming twice.
I'm going to say that every time.
No, you guys will get used to it.
Okay.
Anyways, if you want to see our exclusive Patreon clip, link down below. But we will see you in our next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.